Alright, go.
Alright everybody, this is called the stool picker. Basically that's what I designed a device to pick up after your pet. That's my little buddy right there, and he's the inspiration for the design of this device. The outline, I'm going to go over the need, design considerations, parts and assembly, and the video. So for the need, I think the pet market is really huge. There's millions of dog owners in the United States, and right here are a few stats. It says 78.2 million owned dogs, and that 39% of U.S. households own at least one dog. In some places it's required by law to pick up after your pet. So I mean, whenever I do most of the time, but usually I'll ask people when they're walking their dog just out of curiosity if they pick up after their dog. And a lot of people don't, and you see it everywhere. But besides the point, there's still a need for this device because you can get tickets. A few considerations. I wanted it to be portable. It's designed for, I guess, a certain size and consistency of load. It's designed to pick up Lincoln logs, not mashed potatoes. And by comfort and waste disposal. Basically what I mean is that I want it to be more pleasant for the user. I don't want the device to get any stool on it. I would like it to be able to apply a waste bag around the target stool. So basically on the end piece, I want it to be able to wrap a plastic bag into it and then be able to use it so you never get any stool on the actual device. So this is just a picture of the center of it. It has two frames that fold over in the middle by a hinge, and those will fold together. You can see, well, basically this little latch right here is bolted in, and there's a spring that will attach this piece to this piece. Couldn't really figure out springs in Inventor. It's one of my first time trying to figure out springs, but yeah, so that part, the springs are gone, but you can see there's a little rod that goes between these two blocks. So whenever you fold it into place, this little deal will just pull over that and it'll lock into place. So this is the device from the front. This is a picture that I salvaged. But so you can see, these are the two frames. There's two hooks on the side for the dog walker to slip their leash into it. So whenever you're walking, you can actually hold the leash in your hand, like around the handle with your hand, and slide the leash into these two hooks and have it folded over. I also would want to put a little Velcro somewhere near the top to hold the two pieces together. But so basically you can just walk your dog with it in your hand, and it's just kind of resting on the leash too. The main grabbing device is right here. So you can see this pentagon with these blocks coming out of it. This pentagon behind it has a cylinder and then a beam. The little cylinder slides in and out a duplicate pentagonal piece. This pentagonal piece is just a mirror image of that, except it's got a couple extrusions to allow it to bolt to the frame, and it's got a hole in the center to allow this identical piece to slide through it, up and down, or in and out. And so basically, attached to the bolted piece, the part that's bolted to the frame, there are 5 grips attached to that pivot, and then attached to this pentagonal piece that slides in and out is these rods that connect to the grips. So whenever this thing goes in and out, the grips open and close. I want it to mimic, like whenever I pick up after Buddy, I put a plastic bag in my hand and I wrap it, and I grab it like that. So I wanted to mimic a hand. And that's also another need for it, is it's more pleasant to use. Even when you're using a bag and you're not directly touching the stool, there's still a little bit of unpleasance to it. I guess some people just don't like that, and I think that's another reason people would want to buy it, because you don't touch it. But anyways, so yeah, that's the front of it right there. For stress analysis, this is the beam that runs along that bottom part of the frame, and as you can see, it's just this view shows you that kind of the inner workings of that. But so whenever you fold this device over and it folds over, it presents a problem with connecting a beam that goes from the handle down the top frame to a beam that goes from here to the center, there's a problem in making that connection, because whenever you have a collapsible frame, you can't just have those two things hooked together, because they'll break, you know, the distance increases between them. So I wanted to use a spring, custom spring that would allow for the user, when it's in position, to pull up on it and actually pull the grips together, but also be flexible enough to let it fold over. But so for the stress analysis, whenever you have this spring connecting the two beams in the middle and you fold it over to its portable position, then it creates some stress on the center beam. It'll bend it out of place, so I want to see kind of how much that would be affecting it. So I'll put one force pulling out, I'll put a 10-pound force pulling upward, and then a 2-pound force pushing downward, or sideways on it, to mimic, I guess, the resultant force of the spring pulling on it, kind of up into the side. And as you can see, there's like a 1-inch displacement all the way at the top. And then for the safety factor, you can see it gets pretty low down here. It gets to around, you know, between about 1.5, maybe 2. And there's some contact pressure in here. So I think one thing that would, I guess, prevent it from actually failing though is the frame's not even 1 inch wide, so it would just bend that little piece until it kind of touches the frame. Bend the beam is what I mean. Alright, and here's the video. I'm not sure if this is going to work. It hasn't worked for anyone else, so I'm going to get out of here and pull this up. So that's that little slide mechanism that pulls the grips in and out. Alright, any questions?
Are you gonna put this on YouTube?
I may. Try to market this to the masses.